ESPN College Game Day mainstay Chris Fallica, also known as the Bear, is relieving for Fox Sports and doing Big Noon Kickoff. He'll serve likely fill like a similar role with Fox that he did with College Game Day. He's been one of the longest ESPN tenured employees, first joining ESPN Radio in 1995 as a production assistant and tape operator before joining College Game Day in 1996. So, Fox Sports has done pretty much everything they can to grow the Big Noon Kickoff into a true challenger for College Game Day. Of course, it was created in 2019 with that features Reggie Bush, Matt Liner, Brady Quinn, and Urban Meyer, alongside Rob Stone. So it's unclear how much presence will Fallica will have on the show, but adding a college football fan never hurts. So that is one story on the breakdown. And another, just recently, Phil Jurkovec, the starting quarterback at Boston College, whenever he's healthy, has entered the transfer portal as a grad transfer type. 6'5", 214 pounds at quarterback. I know the last 2 years have been injury plagued, especially. 447 completions out of 247 for 1,711 yards with 11 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. 68 rushing attempts for negative 43 yards with 1 touchdown. The year before, he was injury plagued too. 52 completions out of 96 for 914 yards with 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So, yeah. And the year before that, he was a lot better than the last year, like the year before that, 2020, 205 completions out of 336 attempts for 2,558 yards with 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So it's kind of been an issue with injuries. So whoever's going to get him is going to have to be very, very careful, because he's been injury history ever since he transferred from Notre Dame. He was there in 2018, 2019, hardly played. So, and combined in those 2 years at Notre Dame, 17 completions out of 17 for 222 yards with 2 touchdowns. So, and it's not even including 24 rushing attempts for 139 yards in those 2 years combined. So whoever's going to get him is going to have to be careful with him, because he's been injury history at Boston College. And I also say you're going to get a veteran that's a starter whenever he's healthy. So that's the good news. My question is, for Baylor's side of things, do they even try to get him? I don't know, because of his injury history, like I said. So, but he would be 1 year and done. So, but I just know they're going to try to land a quarterback anyway in the transfer portal, just to get up to 3 scholarship quarterbacks in the spring, because you don't want to go in the spring with just 2 necessarily, because Kyron Drones is likely gone. Of course, best available running back is an Abram Smith type. Best available wide receiver, you gotta have somebody else to help him out, Monterey Baldwin, and some other guys at wide receiver. Cornerback and safety need to be addressed with best available, which I know they have offered one guy in one of those 2 spots. I just don't remember which. So, and besides defensive line, especially nose tackle and offensive line. Those 2 are the biggest needs. Offensive line and defensive line. You got to rebuild. So, like I said, whoever's going to get Phil Jurkovec is going to get a veteran quarterback that's a starter. But you got to be precaution on him, because he's an injury history type of guy. It's the truth. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. It's going to 400 subscribers and more by the end of this year. or sometime in the future.